It's true that we can be absolutely anything. We can do absolutely anything, even things that your mind could not comprehend. However, this is not actually possible in this dimension. There are levels to it. We are blocked by God, so we can only be certain things and reach a certain level. Then God chooses who can be celebrities, who can shine, who can be superstars, etc. You must impress God. You must get God's attention and impress her. God plays many, many, many games. They are pathetic, dumb games. I call them pathetic, but she will have many, many reasons as to why she does them. There'll be many outcomes, not just to win the game. There'll be different roles and paths that a person can take. She will choose, but mainly it's going to be for her own amusement. Now she's in people's minds and she's got groups of people thinking that they're heading somewhere, that they are working towards something that they don't even know what, and she's got them going around in loops and they don't even know it. She's a mean manipulator. She's astonishingly clever, but she's wicked and vindictive. Imagine we all have love, good, bad, evil, and hate in us, and she can focus on being just one of those things and cause you tremendous trauma. Now, this is what I've been told and what I've worked out. And FYI, I believe nothing that I'm told. I work it out to make my own intelligent belief, unlike the majority of you who believe every word she spouts. Your job is to break down the real from the fake. This is how God is testing you, and you're failing. It could be anything in your mind, but you're believing what it's telling you. So you fail. You must question everything and not believe everything you're told. All you do is prove yourself to God that you're dumb. So she fools you over and over and over again because you're dumb. You must use your intelligence. And if you can't even believe that God is a manipulator and makes up lies to fool you, then you're a complete fool. God weaves through us like a scout, looking out for people who shine, who question, who don't take the first answer they get, who don't believe everything. I've experienced this. I'm experiencing this. So look, firstly, it went through a cycle to see who I would believe who it was. The devil, a spirit, God, an angel, etc. I came to the conclusion that only God could have this power, right? So it was God. It gained my trust. It was God. It made me feel special. It had some fun with me. Well, a lot of fun. Then, one day, it stabbed me in my back, literally with a knife. If I can try and set the scene, I was up all night playing with it, having a laugh and a joke. Then around 11:30 in the afternoon, it decides to make me go for a walk, make me take Exy, my dog, for a walk. We left my flat without no leash on Exy, and he's crazy. So it wasn't me. And where we was going was to go and get Exy's girl, Aura, who had just had pups. But that's another story. Then, when I was walking to where I was going, DMX casually slips into my mind and says, "Alright." He asked me how I was doing, vice versa. We walked and talked for a bit. Now, I didn't know this at the time, but they was playing out a scene from another dimension, either making a movie or some social content, or just for a laugh. They possessed me and took over my body and at least one other person's body. maybe a couple more. One of the guys who they took over shouted out his flat window at me to put my dog Exy on its lead, which seemed weird because no one speaks to me like that. So anyway, I carried on with my business and I entered the block, which was next to this guy's block. And as I entered the block to see this guy Edmund, who had aura, Exy started going berserk. He went crazy. All the pups in the flat were going nuts. My mind went into another dimension. It was activated. Obviously, the guy wasn't going to give me aura or the pups. So God or DMX was telling me to hit him. I thought about it, but even though they was trying to make me believe that it was because they did DMX wrong, I thought about it and I thought X lived in New York, Yonkers, and we was in Wolverhampton in the UK. He couldn't have done X wrong. I must also add, they was playing DMX's music in my head. So anyway, Edmund is not giving me the dogs. Edmund has to walk off because he says, you look mashed. They did some mad thing to me. They activated me and made me look crazy. So I go to leave the block, and for some reason I throw off my coat in the stairwell, and as I go to leave the block I stop at the door. X's music still playing in my head. Exy, my dog's barking. I hear sirens outside. My breathing gets intense. It's elevated. I'm literally living out X's song. I take a breather for a second as the sirens go by. I'm feeling like I'm X. I'm feeling like I'm literally possessed by X, and X is living it out again. As the sirens pass, I go outside, and that guy from earlier had his window open, and he was in his window. So I say to him, do you want to come down here and say that again? And he says, alright. And then I see him coming down the stairs. So I'm there waiting for him, and as he comes over, God possesses me, switches me off. I don't have a clue where I go. It just goes blank and I remember nothing. But they've got full control of me. I should also point out that I've got a broken foot. I've got a massive boot on my foot, which actually made it all the more fun. Then they turn me back on, and this guy is coming at me. So I go to throw a punch at him, and as soon as it goes to land on the guy, I'm gone. They take over me, override me. I don't have a clue what happened, but they turn me on, and I'm round the corner slightly, feeling like I've done something bad and I need to get out of there quick. So I get everything out of my pockets and I throw it into a bush. Something of urgency is still running through my mind, and X's song is still playing, making me believe that it's a sign and I have to follow the song. And X says, so I pulled the thing on my boot. So I'm lifting on my boot, checking if there's anything in there. Then he says a car pulls up. So I'm looking out for a car that's gonna pull up to take me away. It's absolutely crazy. And I don't know where my dog was all this time, or what he was doing. He's not an obedient dog, and certainly shouldn't be roaming the streets off his leash. Anyway, they turn me off again, then they turn me back on, and this time I'm walking onto a field, feeling high, feeling activated, and I yell out, the Wolf of Wolverhampton's here! Who the F-U-C-K wants it? They turn me off again, then they turn me back on, and I'm spinning like a flipping hurricane, like a Tasmanian devil, and God or X is talking to me. I don't know what they did, but they did something to me, so I could literally rap. Amazing! They forced the words out my mouth. I could not say a bad word. It was insane. So I know for a fact that the people from the past, like artists and celebrities, they are using the artists and celebrities of today to perform through. It's flipping amazing. I said I'm the freestyle god. But it must have been God, because God was saying, no, I'm the freestyle god. And I imagine that to be true. So now, I was spinning for a while, and then bang, something happened. Mental goes crazy. It's like fuzzy, distorted. I ain't got a clue what's going on. Little do I know, I've been stabbed. But I can't see the body behind me. They pushed me into a void, a dimension, I don't know. But all I know is I had a hole in my back. They then took me on a mission while I'm dripping with blood with a hole in my back. Kept taking over me, so my mind kept going blank, and they was running as me. Then they had the police come and get me, and there's about 8 police officers surrounding me with their tasers out, and I looked at Exy, my dog, and it's like they was gonna taser the dog. So I went to throw a punch at the copper with the taser. They switched me off again, and then apparently I run a bit, the cops jumped on me. I woke up in the back of an ambulance. In the hospital, I wake up, God's telling me everything's gonna be okay, blah, 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 blah. But then, the police take me off in the sandwich van to the police station. Anyway, I then got out the police station, got back to my flat, and it told me that it was my granddad Paddy, and that a photo that I found the previous month was my sister, who had passed at the age of 6 months. But in the picture, she looks in her 20s or 30s. This is my sister Beverly, her husband, and I'm told that that's her son on the guy's t-shirt. I couldn't register it at the time, but after a little while, I went back to it and then it registered, and I believe it. Then I'm led to believe that in my mind it's like a group chat where many people can join the chat. So apparently I was talking to all my past relatives, which was okay to begin with. But then there was comments made that I disliked because it or they have full access to your memory, your entire past, everything you've done. So it started calling me names, and I never expected it. So then I went through a period of being tortured mentally and physically. I was led to believe that it was punishment for having 2 forts the previous year. Forts! I was tortured over flipping forts. Now I've been shown that they wasn't even my forts. Then when asked why, it told me for fun. Then it started to transform back into God. And since it's been God, and it's still been torturing me, I'm led to believe that it's a method to teach me, to discipline me, as it switches between methods, exercises, and emotions and feelings. But I do believe that we can actually work up to be whatever we want, to a level. But it's not easy, and I don't want easy, and I'm prepared to work damn hard. There's no stopping me. I know I can be absolutely anything and do absolutely anything. I'm phenomenal. But at the end of the day, it's down to God. God is the blocker. The majority of people fall short of deserving, either through lack of interest, sin, lack of knowledge, lack of intelligence, lack of awareness, or lack of drive, etc. So you can be absolutely anything. All you have to do is make a plan, follow every system, and it shall unfold. Never give up. Go harder. Nothing, absolutely nothing can beat you. Let personal fulfillment and achievement, not money or fame. You only have to impress God, nobody else. Ha!